Okay, my background is I'm chairman of the Nationwide Caterers Association. I've been running that organisation now for over 25 years. So we've always been heavily involved with food regulation and where it sits with our members, which are fundamentally, we came out of the mobile stroke outside catering industry, but even more recently we're very much more diverse, covering just about everything in the independent catering sector. The expert advisory group meetings are a very useful forum for us to come together with the regulators and other interested parties to actually try and thrash out the better way, the best way of going ahead with ROF. We see NCAS's role in reshaping the new regulatory model for food as a very important one. We are a fairly specialised sector and one that isn't represented particularly well up to now, so to have this opportunity is very, very useful for us. I think a new regulatory model for food will have a very wide auspice really. I think it's got to take into account a lot of different sectors of the industry. We represent a sort of very small SME stroke micro business which has a very different set of criteria to some of the obviously the big multiples in the food industry. So it's going to have to be very diverse. I don't really see as one model fits all. I see the FSA as being the controlling body behind it all, and I also see primary authority playing a very big role in that, because small businesses have invested a lot of time and energy into the primary authority partnership, and it would be a tragic loss to see that go to waste. So I see assured advice and guidance playing a very big role in the new regulatory reform, and I see there is no one size fits all basically. I think it's going to have to be a very diverse model, but it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. I'm pleased to see that permission to trade has probably been pushed back a little bit, because I didn't see that as a particularly useful aspect, and I'd like to see the FHRS incorporated even more, because that is the public face of food businesses, and there isn't no point, I don't think, in replicating that in any form. It's there. What it just needs is bolstering and reinforcing, and obviously legislation brought in for mandatory display in England would be very useful too.